Welcome to the Nth Guide. Today we're going to have a question from Matthew Lang, and it says, how do you plan and schedule your writing? How many drafts do you do, and do you work to a minimum word limit or posts, or is it time boxed? I often rant. Actually, I write most of my posts in the morning or on Saturday mornings, just after my wife goes to work, just before I give the kid a bath. I'll plug out 1 or 2 posts in an hour. Now, I actually do have a lot of posts where I'll throw kind of points together in the morning. I'll turn out a couple hundred words of points that I want to cover, high-level topics. Sometimes I revisit them many, many times. There's one post that I'm working on about my opinion on comics, why I got out of it, and what drew me back into comics, and kind of some of the things that I hated when I came back to comics when DC did their relaunch. But what I'm reading now. That post has been through many, many drafts and is continuing through many drafts and has a few hundred words left to write, and that's been going on for I guess a month and a half. Whereas other posts that I write, I'll churn them out in 15 minutes. Now, as far as kind of a word count goes, I don't keep track of it so much. If I write and feel like I've exhausted myself on something and realize I wrote 100 words, I will often revisit it. 100 words doesn't seem of any substance to me in many ways. 200, 300, I'll go with that. It's a short post, but 100 words is barely anything. Past that, I don't really cut to hit to get down to a certain word count. The reviews are obviously longer, a few thousand words, but my day-to-day stuff I think probably averages in the 300, maybe 500 range. Time boxed. I do all my final editing. Once I think they're ready, I push them up to WordPress. With Poster off my iPad or with Mars Edit off my Mac. And then I do the final editing usually on Saturday afternoons while the kid's sleeping. I go through the 4 or 5, sometimes a few more that I think are good for the week. And then I push those out. I do the final edits, final read-throughs, try to make sure the links work, although I messed that up with the last daily review. There's a couple links that just didn't work for one reason or another. And then I schedule them for the week. I schedule the ones that are the ones I'm not happiest with for the week. Usually for Mondays and Fridays because they are the lowest traffic. Tuesday seems to be the highest traffic for me, regardless of what I write. So I try to put the good stuff in on the Tuesdays to try and get the extra bump, which seems to be working. And then I try to get the good stuff Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The real good stuff that I really feel passionate about and proud of, and the stuff that's more anecdotal or notes, like the 2 tech items that I take on travel. That's usually like a Monday or Friday topic. Thanks for the question, Matt.